Hi friends, hope everybody's well. It's a rainy evening here in New York, Staten Island. Still very nice. I just wanted to come on with a quick video, give an update, ask for your support. Those who follow me on social media know that I've been fighting to be just to be a father to my two beautiful children for almost 5 years already, moving across the continent for them, to be close to them, first in Seattle and then for over 2 years now in New York. There's a video with my story on Facebook and on YouTube. It has been watched by now by over 5,500 people, and just in a couple short months I gathered the audience of several hundred people who follow. It seems to like stuff that I publish. I'm very grateful for each and every one, but most importantly it shows that the materials that I am covering are very important. Those who follow, they're just tip of the iceberg, and there's so many more thousands, and I estimate millions of fathers and mothers across the world who are affected by this growing tyranny. I'll embed here a video of the beautiful house that I rented for my children. It's a rare gem in New York City. Just look at the yard, look at the lush green. We played here, we played hide and seek, we played in the snow. The kids like to watch the deer and the animals who come by. After I moved from Seattle to New York, I was able to spend exactly 10 weekends with them before they were taken by the court on a typical false allegation, from which I was fully acquitted, fully vindicated even by the universally hated CPS and another judge. But the lawless family court still continues and still refuses to return the children to me, to let me be a father, to let them have a father, in full-blown defiance of the U.S. Constitution. No due process, no jury trial, nothing. It continues to happen in full violation of the Supreme Court decisions, even local New York precedents. For example, the case of Elizabeth C., which demands the court to hold a hearing. Nothing like that happened. This is what these lawless courts do everywhere in the nation. And it is done to enable the parental alienation to set in, and then they use the kids to blame it on them as an excuse to further isolate them from loving parent and damage them for life. The goal is to damage them, don't be mistaken. The goal is to damage the kids, to pit us against each other, children versus parents, mothers versus fathers, fathers versus mothers. That's what's going on. In addition to my personal story, me and other victims of Janet McFarland, the judge in my case, organized a Facebook page focused on Janet McFarland. She is the judge from Richmond County Family Court. I have irrefutable evidence, you're welcome to see, that McFarland gave illegal political donations to members of her own party. You can guess which party it is. The same party that supports dismembering of babies in wombs. These donations are strictly prohibited by NYCRR. The reason is obvious. The judges try to present the facade of being impartial. So it's a clear-cut violation, or multiple violations, several violations, including donations while McFarland was already sitting referee and the judge. Very interestingly, she gave a donation to Mayor de Blasio, who ended up appointing her to the prestigious position. The evidence is again irrefutable, completely irrefutable. All of it is posted online for the court of public opinion. You can render your judgment. We are not being given any jury trials, so you'll be the jury. You'll be the grand jury. A judge who violates the law has zero moral or legal authority to continue sitting on the bench, and McFarland violated the New York laws inside the courtroom and outside of the courtroom. Several other victims of abuse are bravely speaking out together with me, and all of them testify to the abuse they endured in her courtroom at her hands. The names are there. The names are public. We will not be intimidated. That's our obligation. for our children. McFarland is a childless Asian woman. She is a lifelong activist in the Democratic Party. She held senior positions in openly feminist organizations. You can see her group pictures with no man in sight. She can do whatever she wants in her spare time. I wish her only luck in her all of her personal endeavors. But a judge who openly sides with a subversive ideological agenda, preferring one sex, cannot be an objective judge in family court. A childless judge cannot be judge. In my opinion, there's evidence, there's actually job postings by government agencies in New York State that explicitly require being a parent to hold a position relevant to parent-child relationship. Following my complaints, McFarland has been under an investigation by the New York State Commission on Judicial Conduct for several months already. It is clear, I think it's clear to everyone, that she absolutely hates me. She hates me and my peaceful exposure of her deplorable conduct. Despite this obvious animosity, she laughably denied 4 motions so far to recuse herself. The legal standard is just an appearance of impropriety. And I'm asking you, how is it plausible, how is it proper for a judge to preside over a case where the litigant in front of her is exposing her illegal acts? How impartial can she be? How objective can she be? With all the background that she has. It's simply unbelievable. Anyway, the key point why I'm making this video. McFarland has scheduled the trial dates, in my case, in person, on Wednesday, October 12th, and on Friday, October 14th. Both dates, the court session is supposed to start at 9:30, and it will take place in Richmond County Family Court. It is located at 18th Richmond Terrace, Staten Island, New York. There's zero ground to believe that McFarland will behave any differently as opposed to what she did or did not do in the pretrial stage. The key point is that McFarland has scheduled these dates in the middle of a holy Jewish period of Sukkot. She's, from her name, McFarland, she's unlikely to be Jewish. She has zero respect for my faith. She scheduled the trial in the middle of the Festival of Tabernacles, which is in the middle of the month of Tishrei, which is marked by several very important Jewish holidays, including Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year, including Yom Kippur, which is a day of atonement and fast. Even New York schools are closed during these dates to respect the tradition of a large segment of population in New York. But I'm forced to go into a trial. To add insult to injury, on the same day, October 12th, I'm also required to be in another court, another building, in front of another judge who adjudicates another prong of attack on me. The name of the judge is Marjorie Steinberg. She's a support magistrate. And that trial is scheduled at 10:30. And the address there is 25th Hyatt Street. So the other court is taking place on the same day at 10:30, different location. I pointed this out. Nobody cares. Steinberg didn't care. It is clear that the judges are setting a trap for me. I cannot physically be in 2 places at the same time. You need to explain simple logical things in the system. This is why I'm asking everybody to please come and help. Please come, court watch this unfolding judicial calamity. This is not an act of bravery. Everybody is entitled to sit and watch and observe a public court hearing. This right is enshrined in Section 4 of the New York State judiciary law. It explicitly guarantees public access to court proceedings of this type. Even if you're from another state, please come. I did it for other parents. You are paying for all of this through your taxes, including your federal taxes and the Title 4D, bribing of state governments with federal matching. Go research it if you don't know, if you haven't heard about it. And since it's a spiritual battle, I'll just conclude with Psalm 86, verse 14. The arrogant have risen against me, A ruthless band has sought my soul with no regard to you. This is exactly how I feel. I'm asking for your help. Only by supporting each other, we will save our children and ourselves, eventually ourselves. This is tyranny. I am speaking up, I am vocal, I am helping my children, I'm helping other children, I am helping other parents. I am exposing my pain, and by doing that, I'm defending everyone. This is not an act of bravery. Come watch your public servants in action. October 12th, October 14th, Staten Island Family Court. Each date starting at 9:30 a.m. Thank you so much.